If you've been thinking about getting serious with your money, like actually serious, now's the time. The Motley Fool is offering new members 50% off their iconic stock recommendation service, Stock Advisor. This is the same service that's crushed the market with recommendations that have returned 1,057% since inception, compared to the S&P 500's 180% over that same period. This isn't guesswork. The Motley Fool has a track record of finding companies before they become household names. So if you want to invest smarter and you like saving money while doing it, go to fool.com/listen to claim your 50% off discount off a 1-year term of Stock Advisor. Again, that's fool.com/listen. Returns of 1,057% are from the Motley Fool's product Stock Advisor and measured against S&P 500 returns of 180% as of July 10th, 2025. Past performance is not an indicator of future results. All investing involves a risk of loss. Individual investment results may vary.
Hey, this is Jason Kleberg from the Force 5 podcast, a show that forces a guest to come up with a movie-themed top 5 list topic, and then we reveal our picks on air. Top 5 heist films, top 5 tearjerkers, top 5 movie dogs. Every show you'll be asking yourself, what would be on my list? Guests include directors, screenwriters, actors, podcasters, musicians, authors, and even a professional wrestler. Subscribe to the Force 5 podcast, and you won't just be a listener, you'll be a list nerd. The Force 5 podcast, available wherever you're listening now.
Chris Stachiw. Sean Liang will not be joining us today, unfortunately. He is unavailable. I am joined, however, by staff writer for the Screening Room, Ash Suri.
Hello, hello.
Coming back for his second time. Hopefully he'll get to say a little bit more this time around. We'll see. We'll see. And frequent guest of the Kulturecast, good friend of mine, Zach Nowack.
Hello.
Man, Zach, whenever you come on the podcast, we watch some real trash.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the whole point, I feel like. Actually, I mean, the first movie we watched wasn't that bad.
No, but this is bad.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be talking about The Tooth Fairy from 2010, starring none other than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, in keeping with our Suplexing the Silver Screen theme for the month of April. Before we talk about the film, Ash and Zach, have you guys been watching anything this week?
I actually haven't really watched anything, so I'm finishing up the X-Files, the old ones, so I can watch the new season, but that's really about
And be thoroughly disappointed?
Yeah, sure.
Just what?
I'm not expecting too much. So.
If you thought season 9 was bad, wink, wink, wink. Oh, man. What about you, Ash?
I just watched Edge of Tomorrow last night, and
First time you'd ever seen it?
yeah,
It's really
it was
good.
really good. Like, I heard it was like the underdog sci-fi movie of 2014. I was like, wow, really exceeded my expectations. I thought it was
Too bad it was like poorly advertised as it could get.
yeah, oh man, really badly.
Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. Didn't have another title?
Yeah, no, I don't know actually. It might have been, but all I know is they kept switching between the two. I never knew which one it was.
Well, I'm not sure if that's what hurt the movie or the fact that, it was just poorly, like, changing the title is one thing, but poorly advertising. I think they didn't have any idea how to advertise that movie.
Yeah.
Because it's more comedy than, like, anything else.
Yeah.
So, that's a good movie, though.
Yeah.
And it's got Tom Cruise in a role that I don't want to just punch him in his face.
Yeah, it's a very non-Tom Cruise role. He's not like he knows how to do everything. He's like the ultimate man and everything.
Yeah, he's not a badass in the movie.
Yeah.
He's just like a fucking bitch, more or less. It's fish. I mean, it's like a fish out of water movie, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
So, have I been watching anything? I've just been watching Game of Thrones in preparation for season 6 of the show. So I'm like at third episode of season 5. It's good. I don't know. I don't think it's like the best show I've ever seen, and I know that some people have that sentiment towards it. I think it's good, but I don't think it's like in that kind of pantheon of best ever for me. But I can see why people think it's like one of the best shows ever made, because I think there's a lot of stuff in that show that they do really well that a lot of other shows don't, like set design, costumes,
Or lack thereof.
yeah, right. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, dude. For real, like, as much as I like that show, I feel like the nudity and shit is a little much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, I get it, but
HBO.
it was a lot in the first season, and it's really toned down into like the 5th season. But that first season was just like fucking balls and vagina and like tits everywhere. It was like, holy shit show. Like, are we like a fantasy show, or are we just a show with like people fucking prostitutes? Because that's what this show strikes me as. But we can't talk about good stuff all day, unfortunately. So let's talk The Tooth Fairy from 2010. Film stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, directed by Michael Lembeck. It has 6 screenplay credits to its name, including the hilariously named Babalu Mandel. This is, I would say, one of The Rock's. He has like a couple kid movies before he really transitioned into this full-time action comedy star that he is in 2016. You know, one of the biggest movie stars ever. You know, yada yada yada. Whatever they always try to plug him as. He's kind of become this pop culture icon as opposed to just this wrestling guy. The IMDb synopsis for the film is: a bad deed on the part of a tough minor league hockey player results in an unusual sentence. He must serve 1 week as a real tooth
Just
fairy.
begging for a visit from the Tooth Fairy.
Meet Derek Thompson.
What a hit!
He doesn't believe in fair play.
Meet the future of our franchise.
Yeah, is there a old-timers game today?
One day, I'm gonna play hockey in the big leagues, just like you.
Here's the deal, Gabe. Lower your expectations.
And he doesn't believe in fairy tales.
My tooth is gone! Wait, there's no money!
Tess, let's just get this out of the way. There's no such thing as...
So, here it is.
But he's about to receive
Mr. Thompson, you, sir, are guilty of killing dreams.
the ultimate penalty.
You are hereby ordered to serve time as a tooth fairy.
Now, the meanest man in hockey
Raise your right hand. I swear to perform the duties of a tooth fairy.
is about to discover
Get him into flying school.
Oh, you better not know anything. Put me down!
in order to succeed,
Shrinking paste. Invisibility spray.
Nice!
you have to believe.
Cataway. This thing will come in very handy.
You're not exactly embracing the tooth fairy's spirit.
Are you kidding me? I'm embracing it, all right. But I'm doing it my way.
On January 22nd,
Just here for the tooth, sir. Just a tooth.
you can't handle the tooth.
Who are you?
I'm the Tooth Fairy. Oh, yeah.
What is this?
Can I get a little help here? Hey, good luck out there, buddy.
Okay.
Get ready to believe in magic.
You might just be the worst tooth fairy ever.
It's like your brain is in a penalty box.
And let your imagination
Where's your car?
No car. Let's go.
take flight. Dwayne Johnson, Ashley Judd, Billy Crystal, and Julie Andrews. Tooth Fairy.
Amnesia dust.
Yeah, right. Come on.
That's how it works.
That's how what works.
Amnesia dust. That's how it works.
That's how what works.
The film is a blatant ripoff of a 90s Disney film called The Santa Claus. Ash and Zach, starting with Zach, had you seen this film before, and what are your kind of quick thoughts on the film?
I had seen it before, but
No, you hadn't.
yeah, I had.
Oh my god. What the fuck, bro?
That being said, I didn't remember any of it, because why would I want to? It was okay. I mean, it's a kid's movie, so not really tailored to me, I believe. My nephew started watching it, and he liked it, but he fell asleep because it was like 10 o'clock at night. It could be worse. It could be the Oogie Loves. So, that's my thoughts on it.
Ash, what about you?
According to my brother, we watched it like a long, long time ago.
Hello, filthy movie lovers. My name is Gentry Austin.
And I'm Casey Scott.
And we're the hosts of the Sin Syndicate. film podcast for something weirdos, anti-criterion bros, and Joseph Sarno aficionados. Join us semi-weekly as we peer into the adults-only theaters and sticky-floored cinemas of the golden age of sexploitation, when the morals were loose, the laws were murky, and the intercourse was all simulated. Find us now on the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.
When it first came out, I don't remember any of it, so I went in fresh. And
well, you would have been like what, 9 when this movie came out?
Yeah, something like
that. not the aspiring film critic that you are now.
No, it's not. They call me Junior Ebert.
I thought that was pronounced Junior Ebert.
Is it actually?
No.
Well, I don't know. Like as a kids film, it's very uninspired. But I mean, can you blame it? It's a kids film. I mean, I thought like some of the interactions, especially when it gets like the fairyland and stuff, some of the humor there was really good. But like other than that, it was just, I don't know. It's just it's just a kids film with a couple A-list stars in there, just sprinkled throughout. It wasn't anything special.
I kept confusing this movie with The Game Plan. It is another Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson Disney film where he plays like a football player who finds out he has a daughter. Like, I consistently kept confusing this film and that film because I'm pretty sure they're the same movie. Just instead of him having a daughter, he becomes a tooth fairy, and hilarity ensues. You guys, keep mentioning, hey, it's a kid's film. It doesn't really have to be inspired. And, I think for the most part, I kind of disagree because, like, Jesus Christ, we've seen kids' films that are pretty inspired, that actually, like, do something interesting with the kind of the genre that it's in. The children's film, family film genre doesn't really allow for a whole lot of movement or originality, but when films kind of take that step forward and actually show some originality, we get some really good films. I mean, Pixar has been doing that forever.
I think there's a difference though between animated movies and real action movies or live action movies.
I mean, is there though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one can have like a green ogre dancing around and having his dick hit, and the other one has a giant Samoan guy dancing around and flying into walls. I mean, this movie is like a live action cartoon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you guys are right that it's a kids film, so we can't really like say, "Who's the fucking biggest piece of shit I've ever seen?" But at the same time, this movie had a budget of $48 million. It made $112 million. So it's not like this movie wasn't successful. It's just, I think that kids and Disney could do better. I guess this technically isn't even Disney.
Yeah, I think it is.
I keep thinking this is a Disney movie for some reason.
Yeah.
Because it feels like a goddamn Disney movie, doesn't it? I mean, it feels like the kind of movie that Disney would make.
That being said, if you're
and again, hold on, The Game Plan is a Disney movie. Maybe that's fucking why.
If I feel like Disney does decent movies, so if you're feeling like this is a Disney movie, I feel like you're giving it something.
giving it more than it deserves.
Yeah.
And on top of everything else, I don't like The Rock as an actor.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I mean, this is one of his earlier movies, so he has gotten a lot better. So
yeah, but I still don't like him. Like now, like I've seen him in stuff like San Andreas. God, what else has he been in recently? I mean, Fast and the Furious. Let's not even go there. G.I. Joe Retaliation, where he's playing the same character from Fast and the Furious.
I'm trying to see if I even.
I don't think, or the Hercules movie, which was.
It was like the year of bad Hercules films.
Yeah, right. I don't understand. I don't understand the appeal of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Let's see. I liked Pain and Gain, but that's probably something in that.
I mean, he was in Doom. He was in Be Cool. I mean, I guess I kind of liked him in Walking Tall, but to be fair, anyone could have been in that role in that film, and it would have been, good. What's your thoughts on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as an actor, Ash? I'm very curious.
I mean, like, he's one of those actors that you cast because he's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, not because you think like he'd play a good character that you made, just that like your character kind of fits into him. But I mean, like it doesn't really work against him, because I mean, I think he has a charm to him, like a charisma that you just, which is even more surprising because he started off in the WWE. So I mean, I wouldn't say he's a bad actor. He's not like name's escaping me. But okay, he's not
any other actor, any other wrestler who's come out of the WWE. He's not Hulk Hogan.
I was gonna choose some like random pretentious method actor to compare him to, but no, I like seeing him on screen just because even if he's in a shit movie, which happens a lot, it just makes the shit movie a little bit more bearable. Just because it's just fun to see him on screen, fun to see his interactions. I mean, yeah, I think he's getting into a really bad franchises. Like, he just announced the Jumanji film, and he's in the Baywatch movie. I mean, I just don't see him being used well.
I mean, he's a big action star, right? Mm-hmm. So a film like this one, like Tooth Fairy, it's like, oh, isn't it funny to see someone who's big and, you know, a badass like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson flying around with wings? Like, well, it's funny as like a skit on SNL. But like as like a full-length, almost 2-hour movie, it's not funny. Like, the joke wears out real quick.
But I would say that if you cast anyone else in that role, it wouldn't have done any better anyways, so...
I don't know. They had a sequel to this film called Tooth Fairy 2, starring none other than everyone's favorite redneck asshole, Larry the Cable Guy.
Which was probably worse. So.
It was probably much worse. It was direct to DVD. And what another thing that really kind of like I don't understand about this movie is that it actually kind of has the potential. If this had been like a PG-13 movie and kind of shirked the child nature of it, it actually might have been a pretty funny movie, because it has Stephen Merchant in it. It has Billy Crystal, and this was Billy Crystal's like first live action film in like 6 years, like 6 or 8 years. So and it's got Julie Andrews as well. I mean, it's got like these people that I consider to be very talented, alongside Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who just smiles and just kind of like emotes, just like her, and like makes faces.
I just don't think you could. I mean, I don't see in any spot where this could have changing the actor would have done anything really. So maybe changing the style of the movie it could have, but as it stands, I don't think The Rock could have done anything with it. So
well, and again, The Rock is he's not an actor by trade.
No, a showman by trade.
Yeah, he's an entertainer, so I don't think a film where he's the main star like this in a children's film is really the best use of him, because I couldn't even believe him being like a family man.
Yeah, I mean, that was an awkward pairing, though, too. with
Ashley Judd, of all people. Like, it's like the casting of this film is all over the place. I don't understand how like slapdash put together this film was, and then it still goes on to make double its budget back, unless it was because The Rock was in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably that. Like him and Stephen Merchant had some really good like back and forth, but I think the whole reason is just like, I wouldn't say it's never been done before, because you pointed out it's pretty much just a ripoff. But it just,
I mean, it's a direct ripoff of the Santa Claus.
I guess they found out like that just works, Oh, it's funny. Let's look at this.
The formula works.
Yeah.
You have a big name.
If you're looking for more horror outside of the mainstream, look no further than Unsung Horrors, a podcast about underseen horror movies. I'm Lance.
And I'm Erica. Every other week, we'll cover a horror movie with fewer than 1,000 views on Letterboxd. We'll even give you double feature recommendations to pair with the movies we discuss.
From gothic to shot on video, from slashers to comedies, from giallo to J-horror. We'll cover all the subgenres, so join us as we unearth these hidden gems of horror.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all at Unsung Horrors, available wherever you listen to podcasts. And part of the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.
Actor, and then they go and do something like this, where it's, they're doing something that you wouldn't expect them to do. Like in Santa Claus, you have Tim Allen playing, Santa Claus, and then they would go on to make 3 movies, in a trilogy based off of that first one. Yeah, it's one of these movies where tomorrow I'm not going to remember it.
Yeah.
It's so goddamn formulaic. And that, I think, is the real problem with kids' movies in this day and age is unless there is something really stand out about your film, all these kids' films kind of get lumped into one big pile.
Yeah.
And there's not a whole lot to differentiate one from another other than maybe the actors that are in the film. But I mean, the fact that I was fucking confusing this movie with the game plan should tell you enough. I mean, they're practically the same goddamn plot on top of everything else. And now Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart are like the, Hollywood butt buddies.
Oh, Kevin Hart. I really don't.
It's like, he used to be funny.
Yeah.
But now he's like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. His shtick has gotten old.
Short, angry black man.
Yeah, and then you pair him with a tall, good-looking comedic actor / action star who has absolutely no comedic timing.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jumanji movie, it's been rumored that Kevin Hart is going to be in the movie.
Oh, God.
With him.
Why?
How do is he going to play one of the children or something? What's going to happen?
I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't understand. And then they're in that movie together, Central Intelligence, where the tagline for the film is "Saving the world takes a little heart and a big Johnson."
Ain't that the truth?
Oh,
how many? Wow, much clever, such clever. Holy shit, guys! Holy shit, Hollywood! Really, you couldn't even try to do anything creative. And that's my problem here. This movie's not creative, and it made a lot of money, so it just kind of perpetuates what I see to be the problem in Hollywood: is that terrible movies make money, and so terrible movies continue to be made.
Yeah.
Batman vs Superman.
I was waiting for that.
Oh my god. Let's talk a little bit about is there anything really to talk about? I don't even know what the fuck we talk about with this movie.
I went to this. I was like, how are we gonna talk about the Tooth Fairy for half an hour?
I don't know what you're talking about the Tooth Fairy for 5 goddamn minutes.
It's not much. It's if you've seen a children's film, you've seen the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, you've seen the Tooth Fairy. And what really is so strange to me is that Billy Crystal is in this movie. That's weird to me. As essentially the Tooth Fairy version of Q.
They even call him Q.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I missed it. I missed it, but I mean that's was so creative. That's the best part of this entire movie. Is that, for me at least, I'm curious what you guys. There has to be something you mildly enjoyed, but the scene that I enjoyed in this film the most is when Billy Crystal and The Rock are having this back and forth, and he just keeps showing that he's a dumbass. Billy Crystal keeps making The Rock seem stupider than he already obviously is. And he gives him shrinking paste and amnesia dust and invisible spray, a bunch of Deus Ex Machinas that he's going to get to use in the film to get away or whatnot. I'm curious, Zach, what, if any, was there any scene in the film that you particularly enjoyed?
I mean, that was probably the best scene. Just because he made Dwayne kind of look like a jackass the entire time. Telling him stuff that wouldn't work, and he's like, no, you're an idiot. So... I would have to agree. That was my favorite part.
What about you, Ash?
Yeah, I mentioned a couple times now. It's just when he first gets to Fairyland, he starts talking with Stephen Merchant. I mean, the Billy Crystal back and forth is really good, but another part is just wow, I expected something really bad, and there's a few good jokes here and there, and I mean that whole conversation just devolves into goes farther and farther into juvenile humor. But at the beginning, it was pretty funny. Other than that, yeah, it's just. And
I give all the credit to Stephen Merchant.
Yeah.
None of it to The Rock. I mean, I've seen Stephen Merchant in a bunch of stuff, and Stephen Merchant is hilarious. Yeah. So there's not a question in my mind as to, who should be given the credit on, on the comedic qualities and successes of this film. So, yeah, it's just, you guys are right. There's not a whole lot to this movie. And then Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah. the back market.
Why? When I saw Seth MacFarlane, I was like, well, this movie is officially trash now. Yeah. I was surprised he didn't show up and he didn't be like, hey, remember that one time in a flashback? He feels really at home when he's doing flashback jokes, guys. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Every time I think of Seth MacFarlane, I just always go back to that picture of him and Emilia Clarke, and it blows my mind.
Are they married?
No, they dated for like a long time. It was insane to be.
Oh.
Like, is Seth MacFarlane actually funny? Or just... What am I missing?
I mean, I don't think Seth MacFarlane is funny.
No.
Like, I've never thought Family Guy was funny. And I'm not like a comedic like snob, but Family Guy is not funny.
I think it has its moments, but
yeah, but a few moments does not a funny show make.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know what I mean? Like, it could have like, there are one or two bits that I may have laughed at, but you know, those bits don't even have anything to do with the show. Those are like something that Seth MacFarlane was like, wouldn't it be funny if the Cookie Monster was going through cookie withdrawals? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's funny because that's funny, not because it's Family Guy. That's kind of always been my problem with that show and Seth MacFarlane's brand of humor is it doesn't really seem like it exists for telling a story. It just exists for a through line for him to tell jokes like that. Or it's like, oh, remember that one time, Peter, you were writing Falgor from Neverending Story? Like absolutely nothing to do with the show, but it's just him making a joke on pop culture. It's almost like Robot Chicken without the quality. And Seth MacFarlane, put on one of the worst Oscar shows in the history.
Oh, yeah, that was awkward. The boobs song, that was just like, I was watching my parents, I was like, oof. Thanks,
Hey, Seth MacFarlane, this is real awkward, bro. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for this moment.
Yeah. Well, since I think we've come to the inevitable brick wall that is this film. Oh, one other thing. Just because the movie's called Tooth Fairy and he becomes a Tooth Fairy does not mean his character needs to be called a Tooth Fairy in the NHL. Come the fuck on.
It does. It means he has to be called that.
That was like the laziest part of this entire movie. Like, absolute laziest. Other than when he all of a sudden, after scoring one goal in the minor league hockeys at the end of the movie, he all of a sudden is playing for the Los Angeles Kings again.
You gotta have dreams, man.
I don't.
You do
no, I was
something
gonna
once.
smash.
You do
I'm
something
gonna smash my fucking guitar like a little kid, bro.
Oh man, that was awkward too. I didn't like that.
That was
kid.
a real like fucked up scene where he's just like, fuck you, bleh, like smashes the guitar, like, and the look on the little girl's face looked like that kid had just like strangled a puppy in front of him. Like, little girl, he just broke a guitar. It's not that big of a deal. The guitar didn't have a family.
The funniest part is just like when he keeps telling these kids that they can't be what they want to be, and it's like, oh, why are you crushing their dreams? But it's like, you're right. I mean, not to be a cynic, but
you probably won't be what you want to be.
Exactly. Especially when your dream is to be playing like the NHL or be like Eric Clapton. Like,
it's not probably gonna happen. And this movie's like, but it is gonna happen if you work hard enough. Like,
it's funny. It's a movie about the Tooth Fairy existing for kids, but then they tell the kids that the Tooth Fairy doesn't really exist. And then by the end, you're kind of confused. It's like, wait, so it's real?
What? Yeah, the message in this movie is weird. The Tooth Fairy exists, but they never actually allow people to realize the Tooth Fairy exists because everybody gets amnesia dusted. And the guy who is saying all this stuff, he gets to become a Tooth Fairy because he tells everyone the Tooth Fairy doesn't exist. And yet, while he's a Tooth Fairy, he crushes people's dreams.
And then they're like, well, we don't have funding because no one believes. And then you make these people not believe in the Tooth Fairy.
Right? Like,
if you want more money.
If people believed, wouldn't the funding like go up?
Exactly.
This movie's fucking dumb. It's just... Normally a kid's movie has a pretty sappy, like, sugar-coated message. And I don't know what message this movie has. If you believe in yourself, your dreams will come true.
It's okay to go watch children as they sleep. As long as you take their tooth.
Or that if you propose to your girlfriend by saying, hey, you want to get married? Like, that's how that works.
Yep. That's how it works, man.
Hashtag movies. Yeah, the whole Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson creeping into little children's bedrooms, like, that whole thing, not okay. Some big 6'5" Samoan dude creeping into your children's bedroom at night, like,
working as intended.
I just love when he went there and just started throwing amnesia dust all over the place. It's like, that's what I would do too.
And the dog like freaks out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are we being led to believe like this family is like they like permanent amnesia because he was like he gave them too much amnesia?
And then he comes in with like a bazooka amnesia gun at the end and he starts shooting everyone, doesn't that mean like you're gonna forget their kids and stuff? What if one gets lost or something?
That's what I don't understand. It's just like, holy shit, like these tooth fairies are like, they're the equivalent of like fantasy Men in Black. But even the men in Black, after they neuralize someone, they're like, and this is what happened, so you don't just like completely lose your mind. But I'm pretty sure when he went into that house and was throwing like handfuls of amnesia dust at people, they're like forever messed up.
Yeah.
But he's just like, look at that dog's eyes. Like that dog is like clearly like brain dead now.
But I forgot how to breathe. He'll suffocate.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? You're just fucked up, dude. Oh my god. Well, starting with Zach, skip it or watch it in best performance.
Oh, I would skip it. Skip it. Best performance. I actually like Stephen Merchant in this movie, to be honest, overall. So I would give it to him.
What about you, Ash?
Skip it, obviously. And best performance, surprisingly, it's kind of hard to Stephen Merchant or Billy Crystal. Gonna have to say Billy Crystal just because, even though it's kind of just Billy Crystal as a fairy, I mean, it's Billy Crystal. You can't not like Billy Crystal. It's kind of
Billy Crystal. It's Billy Crystal more or less as his character from The Princess Bride.
Yeah, I was like...
Yeah. Which Julie... Wait, no, that's the other one. Also, stupid remake.
But I mean, like, it is more or less his character from The Princess Bride.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, for me, it's skip it. This is not a good movie by any stretch of the imagination. It's a pretty formulaic, by the book, children's film. And I'm not even sure kids would be into this movie. So, I don't know. Maybe they would. I don't know.
Kids don't really have attention spans, so I think it'd work for them.
They just need, like, flashing lights and, like, loud noises, and they'll be...
That's what the amnesia dust is for, man. Just popping blue stuff on the screen, pretty. And they're into it.
And best performance, I'm going to have to echo Ash here and say Billy Crystal. I mean, it's the funniest part of the goddamn movie. And in my, my humble opinion, best scene in the film. So
yeah, I would say that's true.
I will give a shout out to the special effects who make The Rock, like, his head, like, look insanely horrifying in that one scene where he does the black market drugs. So
I just loved his face when he was on the hockey scene where he actually scored the goal, where they just plastered his face on a random person.
Oh my god. What do you guys think this film has on Rotten Tomatoes? And don't be gentle. Don't be gentle.
I looked it up like way before, so I'm pretty
63.
sure now. That's generous.
I'm usually wrong, so I might as well.
So you already know.
Hey, I've watched it twice, so.
Well, so did Ash, apparently.
Garden.
And you already know the tomato meter, correct?
Yeah.
Ash? It has an 18%, Zach.
Sweet.
Dwayne Johnson brings the full force of his charm and his appropriately pale chompers to the title role, but flat direction and a committee-written script render the Tooth Fairy unacceptably dull. Funny piece of trivia about this film. Do you know who was originally attached to play his character in this film?
Nope.
And and when this film was originally proposed? Okay. This film was proposed in 1992. Okay. So 18 years before it came out, and it was initially proposed as a vehicle for none other than my favorite Austrian, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, gosh.
First off, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is not this generation's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Because that's what I keep feeling like they're trying to, like, position him as. Because Arnold Schwarzenegger is still awesome. And he's, like, in his late 50s, early 60s. But I would have paid money to see Arnold Schwarzenegger flying around with fairy wings. I'm just saying.
I would have played to see him on ice skates.
Right? Like, that would have been awesome. Like, Arnold Schwarzenegger and, like, playing hockey and hitting people so hard that their bodies just, like, explode. You know, this is another case where the movie that didn't happen would have probably been way cooler than the movie that did happen. Ash, before I talk about this Thursday's Kulturecast, anything you want to plug?
No.
And big thanks to you, Zach, for coming and sitting and talking with us about this garbage of a film.
It was lovely. It was quite lovely.
Best film I've ever seen.
No, that was the Oogie Loves, man.
Oh, God. You can follow me on Twitter at Kulturestash. And if you like what you're hearing now, head on over to cultureshock.com/Kulturecast to check out the rest of our Kulturecast. We have over 100 episodes now. We've been doing this for about a year and a half. And you can also check out Ash's written reviews along with the rest of the staff writers over at cultureshock.com. This coming Thursday, we're going to be talking about the final film for Suplexing the Silver Screen, No Holds Barred, featuring none other than my favorite wrestling actor, Hulk Terry Bollea Hogan. As always, big thanks to Avoca for providing the music for the Kulturecast. The sound you hear on the intro and outro is their song Lament off of their self-titled first album. Be sure to check out this Thursday's Kulturecast.